Hey, B, it's JamiThatsMe here. Listen, I just came to talk real quick. Just have a quick old conversation. Did y'all get into the Jello Ball and Nikki Madera's situation? So, for the people that don't know, Jello Ball, basketball player turned rapper overnight, he was dating Nikki Medeiros of I hope I'm saying her last name correctly, but over there from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, right? And they dated for about 3 or so years. He had I'm sorry, has 2 kids with her. And I thought the time frame was interesting because I always thought he was dating a girl from Baylor. And the girl from Baylor, she had a similar situation like him where her family was mixed. She also had like 2 sisters. He had 2 brothers or whatever. They both played basketball, all of that. So I thought it was like an ideal relationship, but they didn't last long, right? And I thought that about 3.5 years ago, he was dating her. Maybe I was wrong, or maybe he was cheating on her too. Okay. And maybe he ended up dating Miss Nikki Baby after her. I don't know, but I will say when I saw him posted up with Nikki Baby, I was completely surprised. Could not believe that they were in a relationship. I honestly thought that he liked black girls, to be honest. But clearly, you know how I go these days. I ain't got no type, and that's probably what was going on. He didn't have a type. Therefore, he went on to have a relationship with Nikki Baby, and they ended up having 2 children together. Now, a lot of people have been like, girl, why would you do that? Like, you're 33, 34 years old. This man is like 26. So that means that around 3.5 years ago, he could have been anywhere between the ages of 22 and 23. Okay, coming into himself, and that's just not the right time to have kids with a person and expect them to settle down. I don't care what nice things he's telling you. You've been around the block long enough to be aware and to know. You know what I'm saying? So it was a bit of sketchy betchy, just a little bit. And yeah, it's crazy because not too long ago she was just talking about how she and he were really happy with their relationship and how they were planning on getting married and all of this other stuff, child. And it doesn't seem like it planned out to be that way because she had to come to social media and expose him, all right, for cheating on her and all of that. And saying that he just told her like the previous week that he was messing with a whole nother girl, that he may have gotten pregnant and stuff like that, and he's deciding that he doesn't want to be with her anymore. So it really sucks because she just had his kid like 2 months ago, and like I told y'all, she has 2 of his children. Now granted, with the age difference, I understand if she had 1 kid, but to go on and have that second one, eh, maybe it was an accident. I don't know the situation. But I think she could have been a bit more reserved and maybe gotten a bit more of a commitment. I don't know, but then maybe she also wanted children, and it was like, hey, I'm getting older. If I were gonna have kids by somebody, I think he'll be a great guy. I don't know her situation or her reasoning as to why she chose the decisions that she did, but whatever it is, that's where they are today. Okay. And I just wanted to bring this conversation back to the front because, and let me get them on the screen because I don't have them on the screen. Is this the image that I have for them? Yes. Okay. um, I just don't. I think that Jello was so wrong, in my opinion, about how he handled this situation. I just don't think that it was cool at all. So messed up. But real quick, while we're talking about this, I do want to play for you guys when she said that she was planning on marrying him and things like that. So let us get this on the screen because I want us to check that out. So get into this.
Okay, y'all, so you guys asked me yesterday if Jello and I plan on getting married, and the answer is yes, we do. We love each other, we have a baby together, we want to build our life together. We're not like in a super rush, but yes, absolutely. We have a healthy relationship, we bring out the best in each other, so yeah.
All right. So y'all just heard what Miss Nikki Baby had to say. She was expecting something more, and they were, trying to get married and all of that. And that is just so messed up. You got this lady believing one thing, but you're out here doing something completely different. But that is a common thing for guys that are his age. Very rarely are you going to be some guys that's ready and willing to settle down and start a family. And you would think that she would know that because she's older, but I also don't want to come down on her too hard about that. I know a lot of people cracking on her and stuff, but I feel like when men do it, they get a lot of passes and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna crack on her too much. I don't know her situation as to why she's like, let me go ahead and get these 2 kids, get them out the way. I don't know. Okay. At the end of the day, they were both grown and they made grown people decisions, and here they are. All right. Now, Miss Girl, the young lady that he was, dating at one point, or the one he's currently dating now, she came to social media yesterday and she had some things to say about Nikki. She, said that Nikki doesn't be with her kids like that. And I'm like, oh, no, you didn't. No, you did not say that, girl. Then she also said that, Nikki is racist. Her and her family are racist. I don't care what anyone says. The girl says, she was like, she says the N word and you're not black, girl. And, when I heard that, I took that as deflection just a little bit. To me. Okay, to me, I did take that as deflection because I'm like, girl, that's not what we're talking about. Okay, we're not talking about that. And here's the thing, even if she is a big R word or whatever, he still went on to have children with that woman. And while you're talking about her being a racist or whatever the case is, he the one that's a half white, half black. That's his fight and his battle. But obviously, he was okay with it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times these people be around a lot of us, right? And we make it okay for them to talk and say the things that they say. All right. But aside from that, I have not known of Miss Nikki Baby doing that, saying those things or anything like that over on the show. I have not witnessed that of Nikki, but you guys let me know. I don't know if her mother has said some things or whatever. I didn't know she was racist. Okay, I haven't heard her say the N word. Refresh my memory if that indeed, happened. But at the end of the day, it doesn't change the fact that this man chose to have children with her. And, they got these kids together. And next thing you know, he decided to dip out on the woman. Now, like I said, if I didn't say it, let me say it now. I'm not going to lie, y'all. I always thought that Jello was into black women. I did. But they ain't got no type these days. Okay. So it is what it is. All right. But that's what's going on with them. And I just think, Jello, baby, you was dog ass wrong. And then for you to put this girl in a position to be able to say the things that she's saying about your baby mama, that's effed up. And if you laying down with a man, in my opinion, and he's spending most of the time talking about the other woman, yikey dikey, I feel like you should be concerned just a little bit. You're not really winning if he's telling you all of her business. If anything, he's only showing you what he's going to do to you when it's your turn. High key. That's just in my personal. That's just what it is that I think. And I could be wrong. Those are just my thoughts. They're not facts, right? But I do want to let you guys know that when this young lady came out to do this video and she started talking about Nikki being a racist and, her not having her children and stuff, of course, Nikki had to come out and let her know, like, girl, no, bitch, I have my kids. I don't know what you talk about. I don't know what that told you. I don't know what he told you, girl, but I have my children, right? Well, not only did Nikki have some things to say, but Moniece Slaughter, somebody else that was a part of, Loving Hip Hop Hollywood, came to the front, and she also had some things to say. And this is one of the things that, Miss Moniece said. Moniece says, girl, hush. Y'all love listening to a no good ass and what he got to say instead of looking at the facts. Working like a grown man as a woman in today's times is a necessity because of BS like this. Okay, they can dip at any moment is what she's saying. So you got to hustle in and hustle out. All right. She says when he walk out the door, she got to be able to provide, and that means time away from her kids. All right, that's one. Number two, y'all gonna get enough for talking about people's kids because y'all know who to try. Next, y'all gonna get enough for dealing with these niggas and the unpacked emotional baggage and unhealed trauma that comes with him. You defending him now, but you're gonna be crying later. And lastly, shut up. Okay, shut up altogether. Since he bent that corner and chose you, you little twerk, you little tweaker. Okay, because he says I might swerve in that corner. Woo, woo. However the song goes, it seems like he did swerve and been in the corner on Miss Nikki Baby, and he chose up on Miss Rashida. And ma'am, it's a lot of corners on the block. Okay, and I'm just letting you know it's a lot of corners on the block if you get my drift. So he can swerve and bend that bitch at any moment. Understand, okay? Moniece goes on to say, be happy somebody finally picked you, love. Be happy. All right. Now, again, in that video from yesterday, the young lady also accuses Nikki Baby of being what did she say? A victim, right? I actually, I want to play that audio so that we can hear what the young lady had to say about Miss Nikki Baby. Then we'll get into more of what Miss Nikki Baby had to say. Okay. Check this out.
I wasn't even going to address this, but I'm tired of people playing victim on the internet. One, people move on, things change. Yes, it may not be updated or addressed to the internet because it's not for y'all. People have private lives. We have real lives out here. You don't know what's going on. So everybody coming for me and trying to slut shame me and woman shame me, and I'm so sick of that narrative. Like, y'all so quick to blame the woman. Y'all don't know what's going on. People love to play victim for the internet. Half the time, that lady don't even have her kids. Let's be clear. There is no abandonment over here. Number two, The lady and her family are racist. I don't care what anybody says. She always got the N-word in her mouth. You are not black at all. No, surprise. Stop posting about me. Stop trying to throw shade. Like, just leave me alone. You claim you happy. You wanted to meet me.
All right. So y'all just heard what she said. She did call her a victim. She also went on to say the lady was racist. And let me tell you, it was giving a bit of deflection, as I've said. I feel like she was deflecting, trying to get people to come up against Miss Nikki Baby. And not focus on the fact that, girl, you're in a relationship with a man that just had a two-month-old. Okay? Just had a 2-month-old and you decided to hop into a relationship with this man. Got 2 kids, all right? Under the age of 4, it appears. But you want to be with him so bad. So I do hope things work out. I do feel like with this being a very awkward situation and Jello cutting the situation off the way that he did with Nikki Baby, I have no doubt about the fact that they're going to continue to hunch on each other. I wouldn't be surprised if Nikki Baby ended up getting pregnant again later on this year. I just don't see their situation being fully over. I think Nikki Baby still wants that relationship overall, of having that, her kid being with her kid's father. So even though he's embarrassed her and allowed this young lady to do the same, honey, I do feel like she would still allow him to slide into her bed and give him another chance. That's what she's gonna do on her personal. That's on her. I do think she should keep it pushing and let him go. But it's her life. It's her life to live, okay? But I want to get into more because, of course, she came out and she had to say this about the matter at hand. She says, playing victim. I am the victim. You just broke a home and you happy about it? Okay? Are you okay? You knew he was in a whole relationship. The whole world knew. You think you winning, he gonna do you the same way. And I agree with that 1000%. I think that he's definitely going to do you the same way, with a matter of time. Absolutely. Okay. She also talked at one point about, postpartum depression. She says that she's going through postpartum right now and she just needs time to heal. This is, pretty much traumatic for her after just giving birth 2 months ago with somebody she was planning to have, Christmas photos with, family photos with. Not Christmas, but more so family photos and things. And then, this person just all of a sudden texts you out the blue because she said he didn't have the guts to say it to her face. So he texted her and then just left it alone just like that. Like, ooh, girl, that's crazy. And likely if she's calling him, blowing his phone up, he's not answering. Like, that's stressful as hell. That is so inconsiderate. Then she goes on to call this girl out for assassinating her character as well. Like, girl, you over here assassinate my character. Okay? Like, how disrespectful can your ass be? It's just a lot. It's a lot that lady's going through. And I do feel for her. I know a lot of people don't really feel for her because she's not black and because she's older. I understand that you have your right to feel how you feel. But I do feel bad for her. She does also make another post, actually, and she says, not protecting the mother of your kids is nasty work, okay? She says, this is so distasteful. I do not know this man. I just don't know who the hell this man is. And let me tell you something, Miss Nikki Baby girl. Not only, in my opinion, is he not, protecting the kids, but he damn sure, he's not protecting you ultimately, okay? Not protecting the kids, not protecting you. Like, it's bad because they go out. Not only did this girl get on her platform and she says you don't even be with your kids, and it's like, how would you know? Are you with her to know if she's with her kids? Or are you only with him and you think if he gets the kids that he's the only one getting them? See, I don't like stuff like that because I feel like, girl, don't you think that you may want to talk to her too so you can get more than just his side to the story? Because we all know it's multiple sides, right? But you're just going to rely on what it is that he's saying. And you're going to say this lady don't even have her kids. And then you also turn around and call her a racist. Yeah, that is giving a bit of assassination of character, just a tad. Okay. I don't know if that's enough to sue, but I'm just saying it's like, you ain't got to do her like that now. Okay. You won, right? Let you tell her you got the man. So you ain't got to do her like that. Jeez Louise. But the other thing for me that was really killing me was the fact that this man is literally sitting next to this young lady as she's continuing to talk more SHI about your baby mama. He hasn't checked her. He hasn't told her to be quiet. He hasn't said anything. If anything, after she does this video, he doubles down on everything and he makes the black and white post that you see here, confirming like, yeah, that's my girl, and I don't care nothing about what Miss Nikki Baby got going on. Like, ooh, child, this is embarrassing. What a way. When I tell y'all 2025 been going crazy, she has. But let us go ahead and check out what this young lady had to say. I want to get into the new girl.
First of all, they were never married. Let's be clear. That's number one. Number two, Since she again wants to play victim, Miss Nikki Baby, weren't you texting him saying you were taking you and the kids to go see Floyd Mayweather? And we all know that Floyd don't even want you. But you keep saying that Floyd wanted to take care of you and he still love you and blah 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 blah. And Floyd, this is not to clickbait you, I'm sorry, but it's like you want to keep being the victim. Why? The lady has trolled me the entire time. They have not been together, whatever the case may be. Nah, I'm not going for it. Nah. All y'all want to come at me, talk about me, this, that, and the third. This lady is a racist. She don't like blacks. She don't like gays. She don't like transgenders. She don't like Mexicans. They sit up and talk about all y'all while y'all think y'all got a friend. Y'all want to call me botched and all this other stuff. I have a stomach cover-up tattoo. All my tattoos, honestly, are cover-ups because I got them really young. And it was so dumb and stupid, they had to make it super bigger. Yes, I have a couple stretch marks on my side and my booty because, like, I'm thick. What else is new? But my face card eats all day, boo. I'm not trying to build on narratives nowhere. I'm just tired. Is it good?
Yeah, it'll be good.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Is it better than the other one? You don't convince me. You don't convince me that it's good.
This one is.
Alright, but yeah, that's it. I'm tired of that narrative. That's all. I don't care about nothing else right now. So, hope y'all have a good day.
All right, so y'all just saw what Miss Rashida Nicole had to say. Girl, this is a messy situation, and some part of me feels like I don't think this is the end of it. I really, really don't. Okay, I think that we're gonna end up seeing more transpire over the next few months. I don't know if things are going to continue to work out with Jello and this young lady, but I also feel like Nikki not going down without a fight. So I definitely think that she is going to, have some things to say. Okay, Miss Nikki Baby definitely decided to, kind of do a little stunting and showing off her body and all of that. And I will say she looks great, 2 months postpartum or whatnot. She also talked about how she's really just focusing on her kids, and that's that. But if this young lady thinks this man who just had 2 children with this woman is completely done and over her, I mean, he might be a little over, but I don't think he's done, if that makes sense. Okay. So I think it's going to be an issue later on. Yeah, y'all know how it go when these men have babies with these baby mamas. That's why a lot of ladies are like, oh, I'd rather date a man whose kid is like 5 or something to make sure that, if he's not with the baby mom, you ain't got to worry about all of that little extraness that's going to be going on. They still going to be messing with each other. Okay. Now, he may not, they may not be in a relationship or whatever, but I definitely think that Miss Nikki Baby's not going anywhere, and the way Miss Rashida is acting is she's acting like she's not going to go anywhere either. And if you're both his baby mama, then girl, it's going to be a mess, especially with this man just securing this multi-million-dollar deal with Def Jam, and he's about to have even more access to people as if he didn't already have it before. Like, girl, y'all are crazy. I wonder how Lavar Ball is feeling about all of this. Cause girl, I mean, not that he could do anything because he can't. It's just that, in my previous video, we did listen to him talk very highly of Nikki and how he also thought the same thing about them likely going on to get married and all of that stuff, only to turn around and see that this is the direction that Jello is taking it. Right now, if you let Gossip of the City tell it, Gossip of the City did kind of allege that LaVar Ball told Miss Nikki Baby, like, so what, move on or whatever. It was like a shrug of the shoulders, like, oh well, okay, SHI happens. And I'm like, ooh, maybe he did say that. So what Gossip of the City says, the dad told Nikki basically, so what? And to move on because she shouldn't have messed with the kid to begin with. Once pregnant, confirmed out, once it was confirmed she was gonna post about it. But I don't know if LaVar said that. Maybe he did say that, but he's typically a man that doesn't care about how you feel, for the most part, he gonna say whatever it is he's gonna say. And that's not what he said in the interview. He actually praised Mello, Angelo, and mostly Mello for dating an older woman because they're not on, little kid games like some other young ladies may be on. So he likes the older women. He really liked that Nikki had her stuff together. He saw them getting married and things. So for him to tell her, dang, move on, you shouldn't have messed with a kid anyway. Yikes, that's crazy. Now, I will say this, though. It's not far-fetched. Even though I'm like, dang, well, that's not what he said in the interview, girl. It's really not far-fetched because at the end of the day, people have to understand that that's still those people's parents and those people's family at the end of the day. And a lot of times, family is going to support you in your whole shit. Okay, and that's just what that is. So it's not far-fetched that he really could have said that to Miss Nikki Baby. But I will say the overall situation is so unfortunate. It's so messed up. I really hate it for her. I do, as a mother, okay? And you just had a baby and stuff. Like, listen, I'm not saying Jello had to stay with her because he didn't. If you're not happy, I'm all for it. Get out, go on, move on. Okay, if you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Come on, Fantasia. Go ahead and free yourself. You do not have to be here. But it was a better way to go about doing that breakup, and also an even better way to not sit up here and let this woman who hasn't been around that long, from what it appears, unless we learn more information, but she hasn't been around that long for her to sit up here and be all coming at this lady like that. Because when Nikki Baby came to the front to tell us about what was happening, she never really, I didn't see her disrespect this young lady. I didn't see her call her out her name, say anything negative. Okay, the most I may have seen her say was like, wow, you want to be in a relationship. I think she said something like, I can't believe anybody would want to be in a relationship with somebody that's already in a relationship, or something like that she said. But other than that, she didn't disrespect you as far as, calling you out your name or none of that stuff. And then you try to attack her character as a mother and beyond. Like, that's messed up. And I do put mostly fault on you, Jello, because you allowed it and you wrong as hell. All of this is because of you. Let us not forget that. All right. But that's all I got at this time. Y'all can leave your thoughts and comments down below on the matter at hand. I'm Jami, that's me. Please like up the video and subscribe to the channel. And of course, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Tell him I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a praxis. Cashed out at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF. Got them trying to clone me like Agent Smith.